Hey guys, Jsnow with a different kind of video for you guys. So I'm going to explain the basics of why you're not getting your PS5 if you didn't pre-order, and why it's not technically GameStop's fault if you didn't get it, and that's also not why GameStop is dying, contrary to YouTubers who talk, out of their whats, and people who just don't pay attention at all when we're in a pandemic. But pandemic is apparently over. Not gonna get into the politics, but don't be surprised when you don't get your day one console. And of course, people who are yelling out of entitlement because it's literally 1 day late drives me nuts. So anyway, I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, but let's go over the, I don't want to say alternative facts, but what I know from basic Google searches and word of mouth and people I know that work at GameStop that I see quite often, but unfortunately going to have to stop due to the pandemic now entering probably another lockdown. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, PS5 currently sold out. Oh no. So you can sign up for these emails for the new systems, but you don't really need to bother. I don't know if this actually works. I'm not going to comment on it, but if you want to give your email address to GameStop so they can spam you, I guess go ahead. So anyway, let's go to the PlayStation 5. So on the website, so I'll go into why there was a issue with GameStop that was pretty scummy. But let's just talk about the base system, or base 2 systems. So PS5 is $500, PS5 digital is $399. The basic gist of PS5 original is that it has the disc drive, so you can play disc and stuff like that. PS5 digital does not have the disc drive. Also, doesn't even have good enough hard drive space. I think it's like I want to say, oh, here it is. Here you go, storage. So here's a screenshot from Polygon. I'll use that as a source. So right here is the game storage, and as you can see, only 667 GB. Trash. Yes, trash, and then half of it is also filled with other trash that you can't use. So while they advertise like 800 gigs, which is still low, that's kind of absolutely low if I think about it, especially for a digital console where you can't play games. Physical games. So if you buy a digital console, you're kind of screwed. It's like, I know you're saving $100 in the long run, but you have to remember that games going on sale through PSN and stuff like that is very rare, and the discounts are usually pretty bad. Like, this is not Steam, where you can get like sick discounts on PC games. So when GameStop, and then people are complaining, or at least celebrating, GameStop go out of business because digital will come and then GameStop can't sell games. I mean, you'll be laughing now, but you won't be laughing later when you can't get your Demon Souls for like on sale if it ever goes on sale in the future. Because right now GameStop has been having some crazy deals just because they're losing money on other things, but we'll go into that in a second. But yeah, if you buy a digital console, you will have to pay extra money for storage space, which you're almost guaranteed to need after like, especially if you download the new Call of Duty. I think it was like 200 plus gigabytes, which is insane. But yeah, there's that. So technically, the digital edition is not cheaper. And I'm not going to go into like which one you should buy. Just buy the one you think is good. Personally, if I am to get one, I'm not getting one anytime soon because I don't see any reason to rush unless you're like a streamer trying to build your viewers or something. What do you call it? Right now it's at $500. I'm just gonna wait for them to fix out the bugs and all that crazy stuff. So how does the GameStop make their money off of selling consoles at a loss, or any other company for the most part, or the major companies? Is that they sell you other things like gift cards. They want you to buy toys when you walk in to pick up your pre-order. And then, of course, they want you to buy the physical editions of certain games. And you have to remember that certain games, if I can open a link here ahead of time, if you go to PS5, so it should be, PS5 should be here. Or I thought it should be here, what the heck. See, another thing is the GameStop website is just horrible. I mean, like, jeez, man, it's just so bad. And also, pro tip, if you guys want to know, if you're buying something like collectibles, yeah, I can't even find these freaking games. Is this it? The website sucks, but what do you call it? If you want a pro tip, if you add something to cart, and then if it says max 3, you just have to go back to the store page, and then just keep clicking add to cart even though it says nothing, and then once you hit 5, it should give you a warning. But, I mean, overall, the games are expensive. It's not showing the games. Alright, so here's how much a game is for PS5, which, once again, another reason why GameStop's actually failing is their website is trash, their shipping is trash, they lose their packages all the time, and things take months to get. So If you want to know why GameStop's actually failing, it's that, not because you didn't get your console on day one or they didn't sell you one. So look at a PS5 game right here. The new price for new games, or at least the new standard price, is now $69.99. Yeah, that's not cool. So you have to remember that on digital, which I can't seem to find here, so I guess they don't sell it in digital yet, which obviously they don't want to push digital because they don't want to lose money. But digital, usually there is no savings, especially on like the PSN store and stuff. They charge you like full price even though it costs you nothing to ship. Costs them nothing to ship, which I think is greedy to begin with, but I'm not going to go into the whole game industry logic about that. But unfortunately, they did raise the average price of games by $10. It's going to have it's going to require a ton of storage. I don't think I see it here because GameStop website is trash, as usual. But yeah, $60, $70. You basically get the point, and I can guarantee you that most games will not have a discounted price for digital. So if you're looking to sell the game back, I just don't see it going too well. And right now, it doesn't look like they even have any type to, there is no used version at the moment. But I'm pretty sure they'll be taking it for a decent price, or you can just sell it on Facebook. So going back to how they sell at a loss is they want you to buy games, physical games like this, and then especially want you to buy used games like this. Because on new games, they don't make that much because Walmart and stores like that usually are $10 cheaper. Especially Walmart. I think Walmart comes with every new game, comes $10 cheaper automatically. And those are called loss leaders, where they don't care if they lose out on a couple bucks because they sell other things that more than make up for it, and it gets people in the store. And like a store like Walmart, which is a huge supermarket / store for everything, basically. When on the way to walk to the back to pick up your Demon Souls, you're gonna probably end up buying something right. And now let's go into like the Karen explanation of stupidity. So I'm going to have to try to censor some of this because I don't want people knowing my exact Reddit name, etc., and all that stuff. So, there was an email, or at least a tweet, which honestly I don't think is professional, but saying that PlayStation on launch day on November 12th and November 19th, depending on your region, will be online only. No units will be available for in-store purchase. Now, this is where it kind of deteriorated, and I'm not going to defend GameStop on this part. But with this tweet, this should tell you should not wait in line 14 hours before launch if you don't have a pre-order in the rain. Yes, people are that dumb. Even when the sign on GameStop says we will have none, and there's people who even waited for the employee to come back out. Like, what? The employee comes out at like 8 o'clock yesterday, says, oh, we're not going to have any extra extra consoles for you. Comes back in the morning and the same people are still camping out and then are surprised that they don't get it. Amazing. But anyway, here you go. This is probably my favorite comment, so I'm going to highlight it. So people lined up outside our GameStop tonight, and this is a senior guest manager on the GameStop, or advisor on the GameStop Reddit. They usually flag who works there. There's some former employees and stuff. I mean, this is Reddit, so it's not gospel, but I've been to GameStop enough times, and I even made it to the Xbox second round of pre-orders by accident, because I wanted to get something else, and this is literally exactly what happened. So, people lined up outside of GameStop, they're going to get a PS5 or an Xbox. We even let them know they're not going to have any extra. They're still camping out right now. Keywords. Lined up outside our GameStop tonight. And then other keyword. We even let them know we're not gonna have any extra. Update in the morning. This is the best part. Yeah, they were pissed when I came in the morning and got a lot of, bro, are you kidding me? I stayed here all night and it rained. And then other keyword. I shrugged and I literally told you last night when I closed up shop what you wouldn't basically get any. Smart. Remember, in a pandemic. And then people why wonder why we're going back into lockdown. But anyway. And here's my other favorite comment, because I can't wait to watch the freak out videos if there is any. I think they've been pretty slow lately. I haven't seen any yet, but This guy is talking about how his Xbox launch caused 2 fights and confrontations at the store, and people fighting over the stuff. And then, what do you call it? This guy even spoke with the local police and reassured that he'll need him 100% there. This is funny. See, and right here, and then of course this is me. Damn, man, please record it and send us a link. I've never seen grown-ass people fight over a console. And it's like, do you not remember when the 360 and PS3 released? Yeah, spoiler alert, this guy's probably like 10 years old. But anyway, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. We're in a pandemic, and if your PS5 is late by literally 1 day, 1 freaking day, or 2 days, because it's not like the post office is doing great. If you don't follow politics, you might want to look that up. But anyway, in the middle of a pandemic, people are raging and yelling expletives and throwing GameStop employees under the bus because they didn't get their thing on day 1, especially if they didn't pre-order. Give me a break, bro. I'm not defending GameStop because GameStop treats their employees like crap, but come on, man. Like, you're working a retail job, they deal with enough as it is. Don't be that guy. Trust me, you do not want to be that guy. I've seen that guy in person when I lined up. Well, I didn't line up, but when I was watching the Xbox thing, and the amount of entitlement was ridiculous. And now, very, very lastly, now this I'm not going to defend at all, but this is like truth hurts and sucks to be you. So, PS5, well, I don't know if this happened with Xbox, but for PS5, they last second announced, like at midnight or something crazy time that nobody was paying attention, that they would have PS5 bundles on hand for some stores. Even though Sony literally just said that they wouldn't have anything. So, I mean, this is how stupid console releases are to begin with, but, add a pandemic, and this is what, do be like that, as they say. So, basically, in order to get the PS5, if you didn't pre-order and you lined up for a GameStop, you had to buy the PS5 bundle. What does the bundle include? A headset, a remote, and a TV remote? I don't even know what that is. And 2 controllers, it looks like. So, why are they forcing people to do this? So you can't buy a console if you didn't pre-order and if you don't want to buy the bundle. So a lot of people got really mad, saying, "Oh, GameStop's gonna die because of this," and "Screw GameStop," and etc. So A, is it deceptive? Yeah. But B, did you pre-order the item? If not, then you have no right to complain because you should have pre-ordered. And you also probably should have did your research. Because this is more of like a favor to people who don't want to scalp. Because you need to realize, if you lined up for any of these systems, like for example, that Xbox line, I think only had like 3 people. Maybe there was a 4th guy like waiting in his car. If I actually had the money and bothered to pre-order, I could have resold the Xbox for double its price in 5 seconds. I guarantee you. Of course, I'm not one of those guys. But I literally did have the opportunity to pre-order it. And that was during pre-order time. But if you're trying to get it now, or at least for the PS5 you're trying to get now, this is to prevent scalpers from buying 50 different units, or using, or you are paying people to stand in line, so to say. People actually do that. They'll give like $10 to a homeless dude to say, "Stand here all night," and then I'll pick up my PS5 from your spot. Yes, people do this. Yes, people make a bunch of money off of it. I mean, especially in the pandemic when people losing their jobs, I can't blame you if you take a job of sitting at GameStop for like $20 for a couple hours. I mean, I'm not going to blame you for that. That's, you do you. But the scalpers themselves, yeah, they suck. But you need to note that a lot of people don't realize is that you can't trade in these items. So on this side with the headset and the controllers, you can't return them unless you return the PS5 console. Now, why is that? It's literally on purpose so people can't sell the PS5 for $500 and then get like half their value back by sending back all the accessories. So, A, that eats into scalpers, that eats into scalpers' money, or profits, I should say. So, I mean, there's not much of a point trying to resell a PS5 if you have to buy the bundle, because nobody's going to want this extra crap. Maybe they'll want the controllers, but I don't think there's a shortage on controllers that I know of. So this prevents scalpers, and it's probably the best way to prevent scalpers in store. Now, online's a whole different story. People use bots to scalp them all up and all that, but I'm not going to go into that process. For anybody trying to pay off people to stand in line, or have the whole family standing in line, 1 PS5 for each family member, when they find out last second that, oh, I have to buy the bundle, maybe they should have pre-ordered. Now, do I think it's scummy they didn't let people know too far in advance? Yeah, but I do feel like this was also strategic to A, of course, make more money, which sucks, but B, people who truly want the console will buy it anyway. I mean, I don't know how much the bundle is exactly. I don't think I see it here. I do have to leave soon, and my throat's starting to go out due to the ER nonsense because American healthcare is trash. But yeah, there's a reason they do this. So, in my opinion, you can blame GameStop corporate. You have the right to yell at GameStop corporate. They suck. It's not surprising. They treat their employees like crap. But please, don't walk into a GameStop and start yelling at the employees. They have pretty much nothing to do with this. I guarantee you, there's already been tons of stories on the GameStop Reddit of people getting spit on and fights and having to call the police, harassment, and even worse. I'm just naming like casual things, which I mean none of those are casual, but I mean that's the tame stuff. And I've seen it in person, or at least the tame stuff in person. I don't even want to imagine the crazy stuff. And not to mention we're in a pandemic. Wear your goddamn mask, socially distance, and do not take off your mask while speaking to the GameStop employee. And don't wear it as a chin diaper or under your nose. As they say, it's like having your dick out. Do you wear your underwear and have your dick hanging out? No, so have your mask above your nose. Anyway, thank you for watching this probably really low budget video because unfortunately my pain tolerance isn't the greatest. So I will just have to edit out some names. So what do you guys think? Do you think you'll be getting a PS5 or will you be waiting? I'm on the fence personally because A, it's expensive. They did have a cool trade credit of like $200 I think for the PS4 Pro if you put it towards the PS5. And since the PS5 for the most part can play almost all the PS4 games, it kind of seems like a no-brainer, but I did not want to deal with any of the stupidity of launch. Plus, launch bugs, etc. So I'm going to wait it out. But I'll probably end up getting a PS5 maybe next year or something like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. We also do other game reviews on the channel, World of Warcraft and VR chat. If you guys are interested in that, if you want to sub, and I'll see you guys next time.